Investors bidding good riddance to 2015. The Dow closing out its worst year since 2008, thanks to falling oil prices, China's stalling economy, and endless speculation about interest rate hikes. Now, those issues expected to calm down a bit in 2016. But as we all know, markets are unpredictable. Marco Soriano is here. He is the managing partner of Soriano Group. And Marco, we're just saying how Happy New Year, first of all.
Happy New Year to you too.
We're saying how unpredictable the markets are. Is there any way to know what direction the Dow is going to go in this new year? Any expectations, at least?
We have definitely estimates. Expectations of the economy to get better are there. We're expecting the economy to grow, but not at the same pace as we have seen in the last 2 years. And this is due to the fact that you mentioned. The energy prices have been in the lowest, so we as consumers have enjoyed this. It's to the point of a cyclical reverse period, so we are going to have less money to be saved, and hence we're going to have slower than expected growth.
So what are investors to do, Marco?
Investors should definitely take a look at what are the current deals. I mean, you're looking at the market, and we have understood that they have dumped so much money into technology companies. One of the reasons that the rich tech NASDAQ did well as opposed to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones.
Yeah, the NASDAQ ended up 5.7%.
Right. Another point, we should definitely take this with a grain of salt because it is expected for the low volume trading the days before the end of the year, as well as the sell-offs that take place due to evading or, well, lowering the taxes on this.
So again, what should investors do?
Investors should analyze and work with companies that understand in the private equity sector, where I think money should definitely be going into.
So if, here we are in New Year, people have different goals for the new year. What if there's someone out there saying, you know what, this is the year that I'm finally going to start investing. I'm going to get into the game. What would you tell them? What advice?
Of course. I mean, we are encountering clients at this point that are talking to us about this. We're looking at infrastructural development investments where you know where your money's going and you're going to see the results, not this year, but in the next 5 or 10. That allows you to have a much better vision where investments should have a better return.
So are you telling me that if I were to come to you, you're telling me to what, invest in bonds? What are you saying?
The bond market is great. Once again, we're going through a period of normalization of the monetary currency that we've had here for a long time. But in other parts of the world, easing of money is still taking place. Japan and Europe are an example of that. So you need to take a look at that and what we're doing here. We're looking at companies that are global today.
Yes,
they're not local, so anything will have an impact on it. And it is wise to talk to people, advisors like us, that would be able to give you that full scope on what's going on in the economies.
Okay, and make sure you keep it simple for us, because those of us, and you did just now, those of us who are starting out, not me, but those who might be starting out in the investment world need to have it broken down, way down.
Absolutely. They have all kinds of questions, and I always try to help them break it down in words that are simple enough for them to understand.
Absolutely. Okay, Marco Soriano, good to see you, and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Greg.